TeleRay compliance. Compliance in image management is more complex and scary than most people understand. There are many companies that market their services as HIPAA compliant, but they are not. They may cover one or two compliance factors, but you need to cover all of them to be considered compliant and not be exposed to potential fines and lawsuits. Fines range from hundreds of thousands to millions for missing computers. Let's go over the basics. 1. You need to have good encryption. HIPAA only requires 128 AES, which is fairly standard, but I would look for something better, such as 256 AES. 2. You must follow the privacy rules. This goes beyond the privacy requirements for how you handle, store, and your policies of protecting personal health information on PHI. It also covers yours and your patient's right to access their PHI, the right to refuse access to PHI, and your policies on release forms. It also allows patients to inspect and obtain a copy of their record and make corrections. Do you have a notice of PHI policies? 3. Security rules define methods for protecting PHI, storage, accessibility, and transmission of data. There are 3 levels to be adhered to. Administrative, that is the assignment of who's in charge. Technical, that deals with encryption, authentication, access, and exchange. Physical safeguards protecting of and the equipment used. 4. Identifier rule. You must be identified under the HIPAA mandates if you do transactions with codes such as NPI, NHI, or CMS. 5. Audit trail. You must keep a detailed accounting of every action by an individual that interacted with a patient record. This audit trail must be kept in a format for export and analysis. After all of this, if you have a problem such as a breach, you must follow the breach rule, which means you have to notify all patients and any entities you work with that a patient's records was compromised. This is a daunting task to understand the ins and outs, and if you are compliant. This is why TeleRay makes sure all of their users are compliant and covered with a $2 million breach policy. Become fully compliant with all aspects of your imaging and patient communication today by calling TeleRay. Call today for an online demo and quote www.teleray.com. info@teleray.com. 844-4-TeleRay. It's what professionals use.